Hi Stitchers, today is November 1st, 2016. I made a 45-minute video last night, went to edit it in Movie Maker 7, which is a piece of junk, and tried to add Bear's photo in it. Spent all last night trying to edit it and match the voice to the pictures and the sound, and it was a mess. Today, I don't know, I didn't have any sound. I had pictures, and then the voice didn't match the sound on the second half, and watched all these YouTube videos on how to fix it, and nothing made sense, nothing was working. If any of you have Windows Movie Maker 7, I'd like to hear some of your opinions. How do you add a still photo into a video and then match the sound? Or if there's better programs out there. I didn't really want to pay $40, $50 for a program and then not have it be any good either. So I'd like to hear your opinion. So grab a cup of coffee, a soda, and I'll sit and visit with you guys a little bit before I have to go to work. I felt extremely chatty last night. I was just talking away. Yeah. So anyway, the main reason I made my video last night because I promised the giveaway, and I'll do that, talk about that at the end of this video. But I hope you had a great Halloween, and my minister had a potluck fire pit thing outside, and it was from about 6 to 8:30. And October 31st in South Dakota, usually it's snow or rain, 58 degrees at night. It was beautiful. It's supposed to be 60 all week. So, such a blessing for this time of year. Hopefully we'll have a mild winter, which always isn't the case. It isn't that any of us mind winter, it's just that our winters are so long that they go into April and May, and that's when it gets hard, because by then the summer seems so short. Okay, so at the end of this I will submit a picture of Bear in his little trick-or-treat for treats outfit. Mind you, he has pink glitter bunny ears, a pink bow tie. I know he's a boy, but it was just too cute to pass up. For the potluck, you know, I don't have time to cook. I did have last night off, that's why I made the video. And I stopped at KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and picked up a 15-piece bucket of chicken, which is not cheap. I think it was like $25 or something. And I didn't look in the bucket. I just brought it to the pastor's house, and I thought the kids could eat that before, you know, they went trick-or-treating. And, you know, they brought it to me awfully fast. I'd say within 2 minutes. I don't know how they got that chicken in that bucket that fast, but when I got there, it was like it was overdone. It wasn't burned, but I don't know if it had been sitting there a long time, or it was not that good. I was not impressed. And I have a habit of not looking in the bag, or not looking, because I take it for granted it's going to look like those photos that they show on TV of what chicken should look like. Not the stuff that they hand you in the bucket. So I won't be going back there for a long time. Okay. I have notes here. I was watching Abby Stitch, love her, but she was talking about movies that she had been seeing that were quite depressing, such as 12 Years a Slave, based on a true story, and I watched that, and it stuck with me for a long time too, just the audacity of mankind to treat a human being that way. If you haven't seen it, it's a wonderful movie. And then she was asking for a recommendation, something more lighthearted. This isn't really lighthearted, but if any of you have seen The King's Speech, based on a true story of Elizabeth II's father, wonderful movie as well. But my favorite all-time movie is The Color Purple. No matter how many times I watch it, I cry at the end. Every time. Love that movie. And of course, I love going to Disney Pixar animated films. My favorite is Over the Hedge. Of course, I love all the Shrek movies. I did go see Pets, and that was a major disappointment. I usually find some little kid at church or the neighborhood or the little boy that I watch, and we go watch Disney movies. I suppose I could go by myself, but I do go to the movie theater quite a bit. The movie theater that we have is an old movie theater, you know, where you sit like this in the seats because you don't want to touch the person next to you. And but they're building a new 8-plex. It's supposed to be sometime in the spring. I'm supposed to get it. And then our movie theater, well, it's pretty reasonable. I think it's $9 for a movie ticket for the brand new ones. But on Tuesday night, you can get any movie for $5. And then they have this ice cream pail. I think I've talked about it before, called the Magic Bucket. And you pay $13 for it. But for a full year, you can refill it for $2. Or on Tuesday nights, you can refill it for 50 cents. Sometimes I just go to the movie theater and just get it refilled to have popcorn, bring it home. Death in the bucket with all that butter. Of course, you got to get extra butter, right? So, anyway, that's that. We're also getting a hobby, you know, I live out in the country, well, not in the country, but a small rural area. And the closest needlework place is Nordic Needle, which is about 140 miles away. And I'm not impressed with Nordic Needle. But anyway, that's another story for another day. But we're getting a Hobby Lobby. Yay! So I'm hoping, the building's all up and everything, so I'm hoping by the holidays that it'll open. And I don't know what they'll carry as far as stitching things, but it's a pretty big building. So the town that I live in is about 15,000, maybe 18,000. I don't know what the last consensus was. Maybe 20,000, maybe not. So to the nearest big town, I mean, we have a Walmart, a Target, but probably to the nearest bigger city would be Fargo, which is 140 miles away, or Sioux Falls, which is about 150 miles away. You know, and people drive there for a day of shopping. You know, and of course we have the winter and stuff. But anyway, enough on that tangent. Okay, so I like to read books, and I don't always have time to read books, but I did go to the library yesterday and picked up a couple books. And because I live in South Dakota and we don't have much, right? These are interlibrary loans, and they put a big orange tag on it. Please do not remove this slip. But it just tells you when it's due and that you cannot renew it. Make sure you know that. But this book by Sherry Gore is called The Plain Choice, and it's a true story of a woman who had a radio career and gave it up for the Amish life. I think it sounds fascinating. Maybe some of you who are married don't think this way, but I think, wouldn't it be nice just to go back to simpler times? You know, a little bit less TV, more radio, more stitching, you know, less Facebook, but just concentrating on what's important in your life. I mean, couldn't we all do with a little less of Real Housewives? And although I'm a big reality TV junkie, But I am getting sick of the Real Housewives. It's just too much. I like Little Women. I like Big Brother. The only reality TV show I don't really care for, well, Love and Hip Hop and all that stuff, I don't care for that. But I like, I don't care for Dancing with the Stars either. I mean, it's always fun to see who's on it, but and I like all the Little Women shows. Little People, Big World. And yeah, I can't think of anything more. I just had a thought here. Oh yeah, talking about favorite movies too. If you haven't seen The War Room, War, W-A-R, War Room, it's a wonderful, wonderful movie. One of my favorites as well. And then my book club book, has a big orange sticker. They ran out of copies, and they had to order some from Interlibrary Loan. But it's called The Secrets of a Charmed Life. And I haven't read it. I think it's on World War II. But they say it's an easy read, or fast read. So, we'll see. Then when I was at the library, the little Girl Scout troops made bookmarkers and laminate them. Aren't they just cute? Little Daisy troop. And it's got made with love. This little girl colored her little heart purple. But yeah, it's just sweet. And then I picked up this one too. I like them because they're laminated. One can never have enough bookmarks, right? So if you know of any good books to read, hey, I'm open for suggestions. I don't really care for like murder mystery type books. I like more historical fiction, literary fiction. I like the Victorian era. I like the Tudor era. Read a lot of Alison Ware. Those types of authors. Love Anna Karenina by Tolstoy. I remember in college when I had to read books like Moby Dick and Wordsworth and Longfellow, but I've come to a point in my life, if I don't like a book by the first chapter, out it goes. I'm not going to waste my time. So for all of those writers out there, hook me by the first chapter. Okay, so enough on that. Okay, let's see. Oh, yes, Santa the Forest. Remember I had showed you, I worked a couple days on it. And have you ever started a piece and you looked at it and you went, I don't love it anymore? Well, that's kind of how I feel about Santa the Forest. I mean, maybe if I saw it stitched in person, I'd probably say, yeah, I really like that and I have to stitch that. But I've just, in 2 days, have lost interest in it already, and I don't like the piece. So I don't have enough stitches in, or I have enough stitches in where I can just frog it out and use the piece of fabric for something else. But I do have another lavender and lace pattern in mind. I did place an order with Picture This Plus, only because their shipping has really gotten fast. It's like 2 to 3 weeks. When I order fabric, I want it yesterday. I mean, like when I order it, I want it like somebody just knock on my door and just deliver it to me. I don't want to wait 2 or 3 weeks. No. And especially 4 to 6 weeks, you've lost my patience. I'll go look somewhere else where I can get it in a shorter time. But there are a few people that dye fabrics that I'd still like to order from. Pole Stitches, Crafty Kitten, Color Cascade, and Fabrics by LJ. Haven't ordered from him yet too, but I was excuse me, looking at his big birthday sale, LJ, I wish your pieces were a little bit bigger. I think it was like 16 by 27, at least like 18 by 27 for a bigger piece, you know, because when you stitch some of those bigger pieces, you know, you need a little bit additional, even if they could do like a 20 by 27. That would be nice for to have that an option. But I understand cutting the fabric, you know, on the yard, you know, getting the most out of that yard salvage. But, so anyway, the fabric that I order is darker. I ordered Cashel, but I'm going to give it a try and see how these old eyes do. That may be going on my giveaway volume too. But usually most of the pieces I order are the 27 by 36, so it's expensive, especially if you add local lessons, you know, you're looking at $50, $60. Okay, enough talk about money. Last night, mind you, it was Halloween. They hadn't marked the candy down yet. I didn't go today because Lord knows I need candy like I need a whole head. But they started their Christmas aisle already. But you know what? I got to thinking, I love the coziness of Christmas lights, the tree, just the warm feeling. So I may be going for shopping for a tree this weekend. But I haven't decided whether I like the multicolored lights or white lights or blue lights, or I'm partial to the blue, but we'll see. Okay, I did get a package this week. I ordered from Stitch and Frog. I have the new mirror. When she will get stitched, I don't know. But Mackenzie had brought it to my attention that a lot of the older mirabilias have the borders around them. And I actually like this one without the borders. But I must say that a lot of these mirabilia patterns, or women, look alike. And they have way too skinny waists. I mean, that's not reality, is it? You need to be like a size 12, 14, 18, not a size 0, -10, whatever that size would be. But I love the green colors, the sort of, they look almost tealy or emerald green. There isn't a lot of white stitching in it, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 beads, Krennic braid, and a little bit of blending, and this is done on 32 count, but I don't like to use 32 count with beads. I like to use 28. So I'm excited to start this at some point. Okay. Oh yeah, and then I have so many memorabilias, I don't know where I'm going to find time to stitch them. But there's still one that I want to get yet, and that's Snow Queen. Isn't that the one with the reindeer sleigh kind of? Is that a reindeer? I don't know. I think a reindeer. But that's still one that I want to get. So next I want to talk about my giveaway. Like I've mentioned before, you know, I have so much stash. I could be giving something away each time for the rest of my life, most likely. And I'll continue for a while to do giveaways. I've been doing it since end of June. I don't like to post it because I've heard several stitchers say that people do searches on the term giveaway and take the things and resell them. I know that there's a lot of stitchers out there who can't really afford buying new patterns all the time, or fabric, or notions, or those types of things. So I want somebody just to to find use for it and just to be happy with stitching. So that's my intent of giving this stuff away, because obviously I can sell it myself and make money if that was my purpose, but it's not. So you won't see giveaway listed, and you have to watch my videos in order to know what I'm giving away, when I'm giving away, and sometimes I'm not really specific on the date. I just randomly do it. Like I said, so you have to watch my videos in order to participate. But anyway, last month, as you know, I said I would give this away on Halloween, and I tried to last night. But this is the Praiseworthy Stitches, Ravenwood Hall, and Kathy Williams, you won this. So I'll be getting in contact with you, or you get in contact with me. And like I always say before, please don't feel bad if you don't win. I mean, if I have so much stuff, you know, there might be something else that, you know, comes your way that you want to enter and stuff. So the only thing that I ask is that you're a subscriber, you're over 18 unless you have your parents' permission, and that you just enjoy what you're given and pass the stash, you know, so to speak, or do something kind for somebody else. You know, I do this also because when I had lost my job, stitchers were so kind to me. They sent me all kinds of patterns and beads, and you know who you are, so thank you from the bottom of my heart. And so I'm just continuing the good works, and now that I'm working and everything, so thank you. Okay, I just mentioned something else I was going to talk about. Now I totally blanked out. Okay. Oh, my new giveaway. I was watching Dina stitch this. Hi, Dina. Half stitch, cross stitch. Okay, Dina, I'm sorry I forgot your handle. But she's doing Teresa Wensler's Nativity, and it's just beautiful. Well, everything she does is beautiful, but this is the pattern. Absolutely loved it, so I had to go out and find it, and looked in it. Not too bad till you get to the special stitches part. I don't do specialty stitches anymore. I mean, I could, but I just don't. So in lieu of Christmas, this is what I'm giving away. So just if you want to be thrown into the pot of the drawing, maybe just talk about a favorite Christmas tradition. And I'd like to hear about how everyone celebrates Christmas. Excuse me, those itches. So, and as it gets closer to Christmas, I will give that away. Okay, now for my stitching, or lack of. I wanted to stitch last night, and today I had last night off. It didn't happen. I wanted to vlog this week. Haven't started yet. And I was going to make a video this weekend, but it might be a few, I don't know. I'm going to try to figure out this editing business on my computer and my videos. It's really a hassle. Excuse me. Oh, goodness. I'm trying to get comfortable here. Oh, yeah. Now I know what I was going to talk about, the round robin. I mentioned it before. Is it cross stitch finish line? Let's round robin. Is that it? Gosh, I can't remember. But anyway, they're doing one last shout out, the first part, November. And then around the 1st of December, they're going to organize the groups. I don't really know what to send. You know, like I said, I've lost pieces or people have kept them in the past, so I don't really want to send anything expensive. I mean, you want to believe the good in mankind, you know, that, but whoever kept it for whatever reason, you know, who am I to judge? But it's a little bit disturbing to me to lose, you know, something like that. I was looking on Rosewood Manor for a pattern, and I came across Just Peachy, which has specialty threads, but I'm assuming that it's done on 28 count, but it used sulky thread and 12 weight. Have any of you used sulky 12 weight before? I'd like to know. I mean, are the colors pretty? It's hard to tell online, you know, what the colors look like. I still have a couple of the Quaker, seasonal Quakers. I have, like, I think, summer and autumn, and I want to use the Baldini thread on that. I'm anxious for that. But, so, anyway, I'm anxious to hear if you've used the sulky 12 weight. My experience with Pearl DMC 12 weight, you know, has been awful. It tangles, it twists with that one thread. It's a pain. I will show you what I have stitched on that. Really, my stitching has just been, you know, okay, so I started this motif. Like I said too, this is at the bottom of the page and it continues on the next page. There's no overlap, no gray stripes, so it really gets a little bit tricky. And then I finished this motif. So that's all I've gotten done with this. Sad but true. Well, a few stitches closer to the end, right? Probably about 20 stitches less that I have to put in. Looking at the clock here, I have to work tonight. Okay. Then, this one I'd like to get done by Christmas. I'll get it done tomorrow, so she said. Is my namesake sampler. See, I don't do small pieces. And 2 nights of stitching at work, seriously. I stitched this E. That's it. I get a half hour and 1 15-minute break. Well, the 15, by the time I go downstairs, sit down, grab something out of the fridge to eat, and then throw in a couple stitches, go back upstairs. My half hour, I'm usually eating again, but I get to throw in a few more stitches. So that's what I got done with this. You know, I always find pieces to give away to certain people. And see this bare wall? I need to start putting some of my own pieces. But it's always hard, you know, because by the time I finish something, I'm sick of it. Or I think, oh, this person would really love it. And my friends that don't stitch really appreciate these kinds of things, which makes it so much easier to give them away. And the last piece that I worked on, no, second to last piece I worked on this week, is my Cinderella. I'm giving it to a little girl who was in my Sunday school class. She's in 2nd grade. I've had her for a couple of years. This Halloween, she dressed as a princess. And so by May, when Sunday school ends, because she's going on to another class, another grade, And then I have her for Vacation Bible School in the summer too. But this is how far I've got. I did finish filling in the white in that part, and then I added this krennic right here. Krennic's kind of a pain. It isn't really a pain to stitch with, but it's a pain like to tie off, and it ravels so easy. But even if I could do a few stitches a day, it would add up. And my last piece is my Halloween sampler. Sorry, I'm going off camera here. This is the pattern. The last installment is autumn of 2017. And I'm stitching in this corner up here. And as we go down, I stitch this part in here, this little fill-in part. That's what I got done. So, moving like a herd of turtles, right? Oh yeah, another thing I was going to show you too with this namesake sampler. Let's see if I can find it here. Oh, I put things away. I had them for a video last night. Here they are. Sorry, going off camera again. You see my back. Somebody had put a cross on that photo. And I found these little crosses. They're not sterling silver. They're sterling silver. Cheap. They were only $3.99 for all of them. Not intended for children under 15 years old. Wow. It says, do not put items into mouth or ingest. Would a 14-year-old put this in their mouth? I would hope not. Holy buckets. But, yeah, so I'm going to pick one of those. And stick it on this piece. Right here is a big initial, and right in this corner here, and I haven't decided whether to keep it or not, or whether to give it away. But I don't know. I do not know. So that's it for today. Today is Tuesday. I don't know if I'll make a video for this weekend or not. I might just try to figure out how to edit this dumb thing. But you know, it's rather disturbing when you spend all that time making a video and then it just gets ruined. And especially a longer video. Such is life. But anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful stitchy week. God bless. Love you guys. See you soon.